Okay, my name is Matt for those who don't know me, and I'm usually here on Thursdays. And before I start this video, I just wanted to say I'm sorry I was so inactive in the last couple of weeks. There was a lot of stuff coming together. My family visited and it was okay, but they kept on constantly misgendering me, which brought me down, and so I wasn't really up for anything. I'm one of those people, whenever I'm sad I start eating. So I ate a lot, which then resulted in me putting weight on, which then ended up in me being even more depressed because I put weight on. So you see where this is going. But yeah. And the other big thing is my phone broke. Out of nowhere. I sent it to my parents yesterday via the post, so it's due to arrive next week. So I've been phoneless for about a week now, a bit more, and it's pretty shitty because I am just completely, well, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, without a phone. My only way is to communicate over my laptop, which is not always working the way I want it to. I lost all of my notes, I lost several poems and stuff like that. I lost chats, I lost numbers, I lost everything. Let's do insecurities about being trans first. So, insecurities. Do I pass enough? Why did this woman just misgender me? Did I do something wrong? So you're constantly, well, if you're pre-medical transition, you are, at least in my case, are constantly looking around, trying to analyse everything that's going on around you. Is it safe to say that you're trans if nobody knows? Do they perceive you as a guy? What's happening? You always have to be the manliest man that ever manned, because everybody's expecting that from you, and you're not allowed to have any feminine traits. So I'm really into crafting, and I got a lot of weird looks for that, because people just don't expect a young man to be interested in crafting. They expect us to go outside, play rugby and stuff like that, but there's just so much stuff going on. I mean, you're just constantly aware of everything that's going on around you without even actually trying to be. It's just you just are. What else? Yeah, I guess that's everything I can say about that. Then, wearing a binder. If you, my dear watcher, is wearing a binder right now, I want you to make a big stretch. Move your arms like this. Put them behind your head, to the front, to the side. Go back to there. Just move your shoulders a bit. If you can, stand up, bend down on your hips, come back up again. Just give your breast your chest some place to breathe. And if you have the possibility, take your binder off. Even if it's just for 7 minutes, just take it off. I know it's a hassle to take it off and put it back on again, but it's worth it, because it's really important to be safe whilst binding. And of course, don't bind with ace bandages. I know you feel that a lot of times, and I know sometimes it's the only thing available, but don't go there, because you can seriously hurt your ribcage. Instead, maybe put money aside for a real binder. But I would, even if you're not from the US, I would always recommend GC2B, because I had one binder from Underworks, and it was rough on the skin. Back then I was happy that I had a binder, and I was just completely, oh my god, I have a binder, I have a binder. But after 5 hours of wearing it, I wasn't able to breathe anymore. It was just too tight. was constantly aware of wearing a binder. It was just constantly, some days I was completely, my skin was bare under my arms where it was just constantly rubbing. It was just a terrible feeling for me as a person. But then I heard a lot about GC and I tried it out and I really like the binders. Which now is, what's it like to be trans? I guess that is a question that every trans individual has to answer for themselves. I can just tell you what I feel like being trans, or how I perceive being trans. But a lot of times I have this moments where I'm just like, am I flat enough? And I'm looking at a friend and asking for them to tell me that I look flat or that I don't look flat. It's a lot of staring into glass whilst you walk past it to check, okay, how does my chest look? It's a lot of times standing in front of the mirror asking yourself, do I look manly enough? Do I pass enough? Oh shit, did my voice just really do that? Why did it go so high? A big thing about being being a transgender male is being manly, and because there's this big stereotype of men being manly, and it just doesn't suit me as a person, because I enjoy feminine things. I said that before and I'll say it again. I have a lot of traits that are considered feminine, and what else can I say? It's just, since I found out that I was trans, I realised that my voice dropped a bit, that my features started to look more manly. When I now look back on pictures from 2-3 years ago, I start to realise that I looked way different back then. But yeah, thanks for listening to me for quite a long time, talking about random stuff. I hope you're feeling good. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you want to tell me how you feel about being trans, just post it in the comments below, and I'll see how many videos this is going to be.